Well, we kind of screwed up. So yesterday we did not really record any behind the scenes stuff, anything, um, anything with Britt. So this is day 2 of Hoosier this weekend. It's just the wife and I. TJ's not here. I'm sure he's helping Billy at Deer Creek in the pits. Britt and Amanda have prior obligations, so just Amanda and I today. We're racing our 17.5 Midwest mod. We won our first heat today. We're running our open SC mod. And then we're running our 17.5 late model. I was the only one that showed up today, so we're going to race it in the 13.5 late models. They're allowing me a few extra things with the ESC to be able to run with them. Yesterday's kind of our, so yesterday our race. So yesterday we raced, we won all our heat races for the Midwest mod, 17.5 late model. There was only 2 of us, Brett and I. We won all those races. We swept the Midwest mod, swept the 17.5 late model. We also raced this car in the 13.5 late model feature. We didn't do any heat races. Kevin asked us if we wanted to race it, so we ended up racing it. We passed some cars, lost some positions. We were just having fun. Obviously down on power, but I think we're like the 3rd or 4th overall time, still in that class. And then we ran our B mod yesterday in the SC modified, open modified. It's weird coming up here because it's not open SC mod like I put in the videos. It's actually a 13.5 4,000 kV. Those are the motor rules. That's why I can run my B mod or I can run my open mod. My open mod, I run a 4,000 kV 4-pole motor, and my B mod I run a 13.5 in blinky mode. Well, I can take it out of blinky mode and run it here too. And unfortunately, in that feature last night, we're trying to pass Tyler Horman for the lead and ended up washing him out, myself out. Tried to do the good sportsman-like thing and wait for him, and unfortunately the whole pack behind us decided that we were going to be target practice. Sorry to ruin Tyler's race, and then I could never get the car back going before getting hit again, so ended up ruining Britt's race. He was leading that after that, and kind of cost him a win, cost me a win, or cost Tyler a win. So sucks the top 3 cars here didn't get a win, but that's all right. I mean, we all make mistakes, so hopefully today, so far we've won our Midwest mod heat, we won our SC mod heat, and so now we're gonna try the 17.5 late model and race it with the 13.5, and hopefully we can do well. We start on the pole, so we'll see how long it takes for them to get around me.
Dustin on 24 lap pace, Tyler 23, and Chris 21. See how that shakes out. Coming to the white flag next time by for Dustin. Dustin coming to the white flag here. Gonna get an extra. Make that 24. Chris is done, Dustin's done, and Tyler's done. That's it. Coming near the end already. White flag going to be coming out for Dustin this time by. White flag's out for Dustin. Coming to the checkers here. Dustin, Tyler, Lee, Riley, Casey. Riley's done. Tyler, Dustin, Lee, and just Casey to finish up. That is Ray's 14 up next. Just 15 and 16 to go after that. And we got Niner in the next one too. Good thing he is on the ball this time. Low-speed sprints up. White flag is out. Kyle coming to the checkers here. Dustin's done. Clayton's done. Kyle, that is everybody. Kyle 25, Clayton.
Oh, hi. What am I supposed to say?
So actually, what is your job in the pits?
I am in charge of doing tire work, which means washing tires, drying them, putting them back on the car, making sure they're doped, and then I'm also in charge of batteries, which means making sure they're charged, new batteries put into the cars, and being moral support.
So what you're saying is, so what she's saying, she's in charge of washing tires, doing our batteries, making sure the lug nuts are tight and all that. So what happened last night in one of the deals?
One of the tires yeeted off of the late model because apparently I didn't tighten the lug nut. I didn't give it enough ugga-duggas.
I had to give her a crap. So we raced our 17.5 last night with the 13.5. We weren't really prepared. It was kind of dark. We were just we're just kind of like, whatever, let's run it. We were about a tenth or two off of what the 13.5s were doing, so we decided to run. And she was kind of was not a last minute thing, but kind of was. So I've done it myself. What I think happened is she put it on and the hex wasn't correct, and I go out and it tire fell off in practice. Luckily a couple guys helped us, and Amanda ran back and got us our drill and whatnot. We got the tire back on, and it is what it is. Didn't cost us anything, no harm, no foul. But unfortunately we're gonna have to dock her pay for the night. So.
Oh.
But yeah, wasn't too bad. We got ourselves a new tent so we can do these 2-day shows and not actually. We have a couple crew members here that are in timeout. So we have Duke and Dale here, which Duke was generous enough to pee on our bed, so that was nice. So we have Duke and Dale here this weekend, seeing if they like camping or not. We've been off RC racing, going to the big car tracks, doing a lot of stuff, and they get to spend a lot of time in their kennels at home. They're in the kennels right now because obviously Duke peed on our bed, which is great. And but it's been pretty good. What are your thoughts?
It's been fun. I quite enjoy the camping portion of it.
Mm.
I also don't know what to do with myself because we're only running 3 cars. We're usually running 4, and that's hectic. And now I'm sitting here going, what do I do now?
So their B mod class here is the Traxxas slash mod that came out last year. So technically my B mod is more so their A mods here. So I don't have another car to run. I do have a 13.5 late model at home. Well, I borrowed Britt parts this weekend so he could run yesterday, and I thought we were gonna have more 17.5s. That's kind of the car I run at White Fox and a bunch of other places, so I don't really like to switch up my cars so much and change out motors and everything. I like to kind of run what I brung, if you will. So hopefully next time we get a few more. Britt also just built a brand new 13.5 car. After the races last night, we worked quite a bit on that to get it somewhat controllable. Putting the more power to these buggy cars are a little challenging, and hopefully we get it figured out so they can handle more power, because we haven't made our decision if we're going to Chili Bowl or not. We're kind of going to see how the summer goes, see if we get burnt out, see if money's there, vacation time, all that good stuff. We are going to make the attempt to go down to Leiden on July 12th. It's a Saturday, so we're going to go down there and run our late model. I'll have my 13.5 late model actually be my Midwest mod, so I will go down there with those 2 cars, and they actually will have open SC mods, so we're going to bring the SC mod and the 2 buggy cars and see if we can run with them, see if we need a little bit more time before going to a big event like the the Chili Bowl is in this winter. So, you know, I hate, last night in the feature I was kind of a track hazard because of the incident that happened on lap 2. So I don't like being the problem in a race, and I don't want to set my car down knowing that I'm just going to be lap traffic, a track hazard, whatever you'd like to call it. So we're going to do some testing. Lighting's about 4 hours from our house, so that's kind of out of the 2 hour, you know, maybe 2.5 hour time, travel time that I like to be in. So we're gonna go down there, hang out with Adam Ayers, Mike Pruitt and stuff. I think they're all going there, and a few others of our friends that we met in Adele. So hopefully, but we'll check in after the second heats and whatnot, and throughout the night.
Dustin going to be coming for the white flag here. White flag out for Dustin. 24 lap run for Dustin. Chris, a 22 lap run as they finish up. That is a race. So short course stock car. White flag going to be coming out next time by for Dustin already. White flag is out for Dustin on a 26 lap pace here. Dustin's done, Beezer's done, Lee's done, Riley's done, and great group of 13.5 late models running here today. Clayton, Tyler, Dustin, Frank, Kyle, Steve. Now white flag coming out for Clayton. White flag is out for Clayton, coming to the checkers this time by. Lucy Sprints on deck, Lucy Sprints on deck. Clayton's on Tyler, Dustin, Frank, Kyle, and Steve.
All right, so we just finished the second round of heats here at Hoosier for day 2. So we won with our Midwest mod. Again. It's fun racing with Chris. Tyler didn't make it out. We won in our A mod 13.5 or 13.5 4000 kV A mod, open mod, whichever one you want to call it. And we were racing our 17.5 late model. So the first heat we ended up 3rd overall, and I think we ended up this time 2nd or 3rd overall. But we're getting faster. We're, you know, what we're dealing with is kind of like a crate versus open motor big car type of situation, where I have a 17.5, but they're like allowing me to run some timing and stuff through the ESC, get the motor to turn a little faster so I can keep up with these guys. And they're in blinky mode, so they're running just purely off of motor. And we're still 2nd or 3rd overall quick. So I think 3rd or 4th overall quick. I shouldn't say 2nd, but you know, we were passing some fast guys in that, and it was, I think we ran 2nd there for a while. Just the overall speed. I like where the temp of my car is right now. We weren't burning it up by no means. When we pull out the track, it was actually pretty cool. So we're just going to keep the car the way it is, clean the tires, change the batteries. All the cars, no real big changes or anything. I like the way everything's working, so we'll see if we can smack off a couple wins tonight too. Chasing win number 36, 37, and 38 tonight. So it'd be cool to get 1 or 2 tonight. We're very lucky, so we ended up winning the Midwest mod and the late model yesterday. Like I said earlier, probably could have won the A mod. I don't like to say that because Tyler's really fast. Britt had a good car too. You know, it would have been a good race. I ruined it, and so hurt myself a little bit there. What do you think? we're recording.
Heck yeah, dude.
Some YouTube famous.
Yeah, some birds.
Dude,
Just
where are
finding-
you getting this stuff?
I work at Fanatics, bro.
So, no joke, Dominic, he's part of the Island City team as well. He has seriously came over and just gave us, so obviously I'm an Ohio State fan, like the Vikings, and our dog's name is Dale Earnhardt. I'm a Dale Earnhardt fan. He's gotten us all this.
Yeah, dude. Car is fast, man.
Yeah. How's your car?
Not good. I mean, it's all right. It really depends on what tires I got. I mean, shit, tires, man. Big
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah. Did you watch the 17.5? Did you watch the 13.5 late models?
I don't know if I did or if I caught them, but man,
I was running second overall for most of the race, and I messed up in one of the corners and kind of stepped on my old dingling. So other than that, so basically what we changed so far, settings in the ESC, we've gone one up on the pinion, and really I haven't changed this car at all, but adding more power. This one's a 2024 Eclipse. The one I have at home is a 2025. It's a brand new car, but I actually really like this 2024. I do have updates, so the battery full. Yeah, so this is a 2024 Triple P Eclipse. So it's a buggy base V6 associated car. The things that I have that's 2025 updated is basically just the battery. So Mike, he made it so I can offset this battery back and forth. Because before, these runners, they were just posts.
you were locked in.
Yeah, so so at like Algona, I like running the battery over here. Well, now I can just switch some stuff around and just move the battery over instead of, so I don't have to take
Turn
these
apart
posts.
the chassis, yeah.
Well, it's cool because you can change it
Oh yeah.
just by doing that. So Brett runs the same type of car. This is off of B6.3. This car actually was my dad's buggy street stock. And
then you sold Brit setup.
no, God no, no. So the B6.3, that my dad ran as a street stock. So this car has a little special meaning. My dad quit RC racing because he bought a house and all that yada yada.
Like it's busy.
Yeah, and he just started driving truck again. So this car it's kind of cool in that way because my dad would race this street stock. So all the parts are on there. Besides the adjustable arms and the shock, yeah, just everything that's not Triple P on this car was from my dad. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Man. And the parts, man, they're holding up, man.
Yeah, this car has, ooh, God, on the year, I'd have to look. I have not updated.
How many feature wins are you at now?
35.
30. Damn. You'll be at 50 next time we.
Nice.
Yeah, so I actually have my notes in here, feature wins. So I need to change my Midwest mod to 9. So my A mod, my B mod, and my Midwest mod all have 9 wins each.
Wow.
And the late model now has 7. Yeah, so because 9, 3 times 9, 27. 27 plus 7 is 4, 35. Yeah, so I keep track of all this stuff. I need to do my heat races, but I keep track of heat races too, because sometimes you get in a funk and you're like, God, I just need, because there last year I was just always racing for a win. Now I kind of race for heat race wins, and I do all this other stuff. Yeah, I set little goals during the day, and then when I get those, it's like, okay, I'm in the feature. Like, let's get to the podium. We get in the top 3. Okay, let's go for the next. And setting smaller goals so you don't get discouraged.
Yeah.
It does. I do get in my head a little bit because you say I win here last week in the mods, and I didn't win last night, but I ran my B mod, so probably can point this back up.
I'm staring at my head otherwise.
So we're just gonna stare at you. I'll have quite a bit at it. But yeah, so I have, and then I have that one hobby fest win. That was a big one. But I think 30, 46, I think 66. Then plus there's 4 heat race wins yesterday, and there's 4 today, so 8. So 70 heat race wins so far.
It's just the parts that make you look good.
Huge shout
whole
out to
setup,
Island
though.
RC.
But the whole setup, though, like, man, to have that thing dialed in as much as you do, like, I hope you make my cars that fast.
Well, not as fast, right? Because he wants to.
no.
Yeah, so I always tell Britt is I'll give him a base, and I give everyone a base, right? I will get you to stay on the lead lap.
Yeah.
But I am not going to tell you how to pass me.
Yeah.
That's asinine. Anyone that races, either big car, little car, doesn't matter. No one's going to give you that little extra they do. But I'll gladly put you on the same playing field, and then you have to score the touchdown.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, I think Britt gets a little discouraged sometimes that his cars are very similar to mine, and I just have to remind him, like, there's some things that I'm not going to tell you, and it's not me being disrespectful or whatnot.
Well,
I worked really hard to get my cars this good, and I've used other people's knowledge. Like I keep mentioning Adam and Mike and all these other guys. They didn't have to tell me that stuff, and they might be telling me this just because we're friends, and that's another thing. It's like I don't want to. So if someone shares some with me, it's like, do I? I don't think anyone would tell me that. Oh, don't tell that to someone. I've had that a couple of times, but for the most part, we share information. I hope whatever I help you with, it gets.
No, I don't take any one bit of it for granted, man.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely. I mean, the results are there, dude. There's a reason to follow what you do.
Right. Yeah. So hopefully, I'm gonna be tickle pink because the heat races are time, the features are for position. It's a time race, but it's for position. So I'm really hoping I can start in the top 3. The first top 2 take each other out, and I can sneak one in with a 17.5 car. And I'll tell you, no one can claim I can't wheel these things or set them up or anything. If I take a whole motor power under, and someone's gonna be like, but you boosted it. I'm like, it's still a 17.5, buddy.
For real, yeah. That's.
I was like, I have to max out my motor temp to, I'm under that. I keep my motors at 150 degrees.
Yeah.
So, but with just running at a 17.5 and blinky, this thing gets like 80 degrees after a feature. So I knew I had so much more room I could do.
Yeah.
Plus I can change gear and do this, but hopefully the track is that hammered down and we can keep it rolling, because that's my saving grace. I'm keeping it pinned. Those guys got to slow up for the corner. I'm balls to the wall like crate motor in a B-mod class. Just all right, we'll talk after the features.
All right.
Hey, take a
We
picture
need a
because you're
couple
never going to
marshals,
see that
please.
again.
We got plenty of
got it on
racers
video
from
for
the
you.
last race to be able to come out and marshal. April, you got a men's marshal? Anybody? We got one volunteer down there. April's headed down there.
2 laps down.
All right. Chris will lead us off. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Green, green, green. 4-minute endurance race. The one everybody's waiting for. Things getting tight right away. On the invert, Tyler, Dustin, Chris, now the running order. Tyler fast time 5:0:00. Now Dustin 4.935, 5.557 for Chris. Race number 6, 7-second breakout up next, so hopefully April has her card. One minute down, less than 3 minutes to go. Dustin, Tyler, Chris, 4.935. Dustin's fast lap, 5.000 for Tyler, 5.557 for Chris. Laps that were counted early on. Dustin on a 48 lap run, 47 for Tyler, 43 for Chris. So again, 7-second breakout on deck. 7-second breakout on deck. It is April, Jason, Matt, C. Olson, Mike, and Otto all on deck for 7-second breakout. Less than a minute and a half to go in this one. Dustin's still on a 48 lap pace. Tyler 47, Chris 43. One minute to go before 7-second breakout class is due to run down on the track and get started. Winding her down close, couple laps to go. Dustin going to be getting the white flag this time by. Dustin with the white flag at 46 laps, coming for 47 and the checkers. Tyler's done, Dustin's done, and Chris is done. That's the race. Dustin, Tyler, Chris on the podium, 47, 40. All right, nice and easy. Here we go again. Lee, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give some room. Green, green, green. Tyler up through, now Dustin gets by Tyler. Careful, clear. Dustin a 4.596, Tyler 4.860, Lee 5.259, 5.293 for Riley, 5.503 for Casey, 5.793 for Beezer. Beezer in that fifth spot, Casey 6. Careful on one, careful on one, careful on one. Dustin, Lee, Tyler, Riley, Beezer, Casey now. Next race up is SC Stock Car A Main, SC Stock Car A Main next. Steve, Frank, Chris, Casey, Jason, Jeff, and Lee. Speeds are out of this one. Dustin, 4.596 fast lap. Careful out of 2, careful out of 2. Stay low out of 2, low out of 2. April marshaling quick on her feet. These cars are very fast. I think I moved that breakout time all the way down to 4.5, but sometimes I wonder. It's enough. Maybe I went 4.4, but I'm pretty sure I went 4.5. It was 4.7 before. Down to 4.5. Dustin is at 4.596. It's already broken into the 4.5. 4.7 used to be our breakout time, but Tyler just did a 4.702. Careful out of 1, careful out of 1. Everybody's trying to take that corner as tight as they can. Always susceptible to slipping that inside turn. Dustin a lap up on Tyler. Dustin, Tyler, Lee, Riley, Casey. Less than 40 seconds left in this race. Dustin on a 49 lap pace. Again, SC Stock Cars up next. SC Stock Cars. Steve, Frank, Chris, Casey, Jason, Jeff, and Lee. Coming to the end already. White flag out for Dustin. Dustin's son, Tyler, Lee, Riley, Casey. That is a race. All right, nice and easy, guys. Dustin going to lead us off. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Green, green, green. Careful in 1, careful in 1, careful in 1, careful in 1. Less than 3 minutes to go. Less than 3 minutes to go in the 13.5 late Model A main. Kyle, Frank, Clayton, Steve, Tyler, Dustin now. Losi Sprint Car A main up next. Losi Sprint Car A main on deck. That is Chris, Troy, Connor, Mike, and David. Chris, Troy, Connor, Mike, and David. Clayton, your top qualifier, he's in that second spot. Kyle, your leader. Clayton going down through Trioval. Looking for Kyle. How about a straightaway ahead? Here's the straightaway ahead of Clayton. Kyle, Clayton, Frank, Tyler, Steve, Dustin. Tyler with the fast lap. Tyler's got 4.474. Oh, Clayton gets just up over that edge. Gathers her back in. Nose to tail running up along the wall there. Kyle, Clayton, Frank, Tyler, Steve, Dustin, the running order. Pass time, Tyler 4.474 with less than a minute to go. Then it's 4.647 for Clayton, 4.672 for Steve, 4.703 for your leader Kyle, 4.728 for Frank, and a 4.22, just a little quick.